guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today we're making another shredded chicken recipe. Today it's Southwest chicken salad. Let's go. All right, first step is we are gonna get 2 cups of shredded chicken into our bowl, and I'm just gonna measure with my heart. Let me show you how I shredded all this chicken really easily and really quickly. So let me show you that and then we'll be back. So our first step is to get our chicken breast into a crock pot. This is the easiest way I have found to get shredded chicken with the least amount of effort. So I'm just gonna put all of these chicken breasts into a crock pot here. Now I am making a ton because I'm making a bunch of different recipes, and I'm gonna freeze my shredded chicken to make those recipes and keep the chicken nice and fresh. But you can definitely, do less than I'm doing here. This is gonna take quite a while. So I've got 2 packs. I did about 10 pounds of chicken, but you can do whatever you want. I just do about a cup of water per 4 chicken breasts. I probably have like 10 to 12 in here. So that means I'm gonna do about 3 cups of water, or honestly, just whatever fits in my crock pot. That was probably about 2 cups. It's just enough to kind of get a broth going. And you can definitely use chicken broth instead of water, but I have chicken bouillon powder that I just use, so a couple tablespoons of that in there. I am going to kind of mix that in just so that the flavor can kind of get into the chicken. Alright, we'll get this covered, and we're going to cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours. You could also do high for 3 to 4 hours, and that is it, and I'll show you how to shred it when it's done. Alright, I've had this on high for 5 hours now, so I'm going to check the temperature of the chicken. Chicken needs to be at 165 in the thickest part. Yep, we're at 170 there. Yep, we are good. So this chicken is ready. And then to make shredding this way easier and faster, I'm going to take all of this chicken out of the broth and just put it in this big large bowl here. You could definitely save this broth here. I mean, we put chicken broth in it, but now it has, chicken fat and some flavor to it. You could definitely use it as chicken broth still. And now this trick I learned forever ago that I use constantly is to just use a hand mixer to shred this chicken while it's warm. So watch how easy this is. Instead of just using like a fork to pull it apart, watch. You can see it is shredding this chicken perfectly. So I'm gonna finish this up and I'll be back. And then if you've got any chunks that just didn't get shredded, you can definitely pull it by hand. But this just makes it go so much faster. It is a little messy, as you can see. It kind of got everywhere, but it's easy to clean up. It's just chicken. There's no sauce or anything, so it's not too bad. Now I'm gonna chop up 1 red onion. You could definitely use a white onion, but I just love the flavor of red onions when I make kind of like Southwest inspired meals. Now the recipe I found that I'm kind of basing this off of calls for just 1/4 of an onion, but I love the crunch and flavor of raw onion, so I'm gonna make it to my taste because I'm the one who's gonna be eating it. I'll get all that tossed in there. And then I have 2 jalapenos here that I grew in the garden, so I wanted to use those, so I'm just gonna take the stems off. And I like things spicy, so I'm leaving the seeds and the membrane, but I'm gonna quarter these and then just dice them up. I love fresh jalapeno and things. And in my opinion, you can't have jalapeno without lime juice, so we're gonna add probably a tablespoon of lime juice. I wish I had fresh limes, but I don't, so we'll just use this. We're also gonna add in a can of Rotel, and I never think that this is spicy enough. I did get the mild, because I was making something for some other people, but that's why I'm adding in my own jalapenos, so it's a little bit, spicier. And then a can of drained and rinsed black beans, and a can of the Southwestern style corn, or I think the brand I've seen is Mexicorn. It's just corn with some roasted peppers. It's so good. Then we're gonna do a nice pinch of some sea salt, a nice pinch of black pepper, and a nice pinch of garlic powder. And then most recipes I've seen call for taco seasoning, but I don't particularly love that, so we don't keep it in our house. So I'm gonna add in this fajita seasoning. It's a lot smokier, but it still kind of has those same flavors like the cumin and stuff. And now I'm gonna go in with a cup, roughly, of sour cream, maybe a little bit more, and then about a half a cup of regular mayonnaise. Now I'm gonna mix this all together here and then give it a taste test. I know that I probably am gonna want it to be a little bit spicier, so I'll probably add in some hot sauce here in just a minute, but I do wanna check it before I go too crazy since I did put in those fresh jalapenos. And what I really am going to be sad that is not in here is some fresh cilantro, but the cilantro that came in my grocery pickup order was very slimy and wilted, so we'll just have to do without. I might have some dried, but it's never the same. I do have a little bit of dried cilantro, so I'll just pour the rest of this in here. I have some ready to go in the freeze dryer. I know that looks like a lot, but dried cilantro really doesn't taste like a whole lot. But my frozen cilantro wouldn't be a very nice texture until it's freeze dried, then I like it a lot better. So we'll just make do with what we've got. Now, you definitely could just eat this as is. You could add it to a tortilla to make a wrap. You could, top a salad with this. You could do all kinds of things with it, but it looks and smells delicious right now. So let's give it a taste test and see if we need to add some more heat. All right, let's give this a quick taste test to check the spice level. It definitely has a kick from those jalapenos, but I like it just a little spicier, and I'm the only one in this house who's gonna eat it, so we're gonna make it the way I want it. So I'm gonna go in with this El Yucateco, but not very much because it is pretty spicy. So just a little drizzle here. Mix that together, and that is another delicious shredded chicken recipe ready for lunches, dinners, whatever, and all so easy using that Crockpot shredded chicken method. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this, and I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks guys. Bye.